Hey everybody, it's Bander of Podcastage, and I'm back with another USB audio adapter test video for you guys. Now you may be asking yourself why I'm making another What's the Best Sound Card video a few weeks after I just released the last one, and I'm doing it for two reasons. First, a lot of people outside the States can't get their hands on the SABRENT USB audio adapter that I use, so I ordered 5 more sound cards to test out, and hopefully we'll be able to find an alternative to that sound card that sounds pretty decent. Secondly, I just got this thing, and this is a multimeter. It allows me to measure the voltage that's making it through the XLR cable into the microphone, so hopefully that'll help us determine which sound card is going to be best for using with a condenser microphone. And just so you know, the way I'm setting this up is I'm just running the Neewer NW700 through an XLR to 3.5mm cable directly into the USB sound card that I'm testing at that time. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so right now I'm using the SABRENT stereo USB sound card, and as you can see on the screen, my microphone input gain is set at 2%, and you can see the input level that I'm getting right below there. And here's video of the voltage test. As you can see, I'm getting 5.14 volts going into the sound card, and then 4.59 volts making it to the actual microphone. So now I'm using the SABRENT surround sound USB audio adapter, and this is what it sounds like when I'm talking into that. And as you can see on my screen, my microphone input gain is set at 1%, and you can see right below there the input level that I'm getting using that gain level. Here's some footage of the voltage test. As you see, 5.14 volts going into it, and going to the microphone we have 4.5 volts. Alright, now I'm using the HDE 7.1 surround sound USB sound card, and as you can see on my screen, my input gain is set at 75% to get this level of gain. And for the voltage test, as you see, we're getting 5.14 volts going in and 2.43 volts making it to the actual microphone. Okay, now I'm using the virtual 5.1 USB sound card, and this is what it sounds like when I'm talking into it. And as you can see on the screen, my microphone input gain is set at 75% to get this level of audio. And as you can see, we're putting 5.14 volts into the USB sound card, and only 2.44 volts are making it to the actual microphone. Okay, now I'm using the GINO stereo USB sound card, and this is what it sounds like when I'm talking into this one. And as you can see on the screen, my microphone input gain is set at 75% to get this level of sound right below there. We're putting 5.14 volts into the GINO stereo sound card, and only 2.43 volts are making it to the actual microphone. Okay, now I'm using the GINO 7.1 surround sound USB sound card, and this is what it sounds like when I'm talking into this microphone through this sound card. And as you can see on the screen, my microphone input gain is set at 1%, and I'm already clipping, so that's not a good thing. And we're sending 5.14 volts into the USB adapter and getting 4.49 volts going into the microphone through the XLR cable. Okay, now I was really excited to test this one out, and I am testing out right now the ATR2 USB, the Audio-Technica USB sound card. But as you can see on my screen, my microphone input gain is set at 85%, which happens to be the highest that I've used so far. And that's most likely caused by the fact that we're inputting 5.1 volts, but only getting 2.25 volts going into the microphone through the XLR cable. Alright, now I'm testing out the pluggable USB sound card, and this is what it sounds like when I'm talking into the NW700 through this sound card. And as you can see on the screen, my microphone input gain is set at 85% to get this level of audio. And right here you can see that we're putting 5.13 volts into this adapter and only getting 2.97 volts going to the actual microphone. Alright, now I'm testing out the SYBA or SYBA or however you pronounce SYBA sound card. And as you can see, my microphone input gain on the computer is set at 1%, and I am clipping almost. I'm almost clipping, so that's not necessarily the best thing, but if you're backing up a little bit, it could probably work. So as you can see, we're sending about 5.13 volts into the sound card, and then into the microphone, we're getting about 4.51 volts. Okay, now I'm testing out the Tron USB sound card, and this is what it sounds like when I'm talking into this. And as you can see on the screen, my microphone input gain is set at 85% to get this level of audio. Then when we measure the voltage, we're showing that we're inputting 5.13 volts into the adapter and getting 2.96 volts running into the microphone. Okay, now I'm testing out the Optical Shop 5.1 channel USB sound card. And as you can see on my screen, my microphone input gain is set at 75% to get this level of audio. So let's go ahead and crank it up even more. I don't like the fact that it has this constant noise right there. That makes me think that there's a buzz going on. And if we look at the voltage, we're getting 5.08 volts going into the adapter and only 2.23 volts making it to the microphone. Okay, now I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds on each of these sound cards, and then I'm going to boost the signal by 12 decibels in Final Cut Pro so you can hear the background noise that's going on each of these adapters. All right, and I'm not going to be using a microphone for this right here. So I still think that the SABRENT USB sound cards are the best options, but a lot of people seem to not be able to get those. So if you do have to pick another one, I would pick the SYBA, the SYBA sound card. I think that's the second best in terms of audio quality and all that stuff. I'll tell you, I would 100% stay away from this one. This is the GINO 7.1, the Optical Shop 5.1, and the Audio Technica. I would stay away from them because they all sound like garbage. They're just unusable audio. Alright, well I guess that will do it. If you guys have any more questions about any of these sound cards, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. If you found the video fun, interesting, or helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you thought the video sucked, give me a big old thumbs down. And if you want more, go ahead and click subscribe by clicking the logo in the corner. And I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.